Checks on Smart Consulting Sourcing, the podcast where we unpack the big ideas in consulting procurement in under 3 minutes. I'm Hélène Lafitte, CEO at Consulting Quest, and today we're talking about a skill that doesn't usually show up in procurement job descriptions, but should: change management. So let's dig into why it matters more than you think. Here's the thing. Change doesn't start when the consultant shows up. It starts way earlier, when the project is just a spark of an idea, when leadership is defining needs, and yes, when procurement is brought in to shape the engagement. But too often, change management is treated like something consultant will handle later, and that's a miss. And as a procurement leader, you may not be leading the project, but you are in a perfect position to be a catalyst for successful change. So what does that look like? Well, first, it's about spotting gaps in alignment early on. You might notice that top management is supportive in theory, but not really engaged, or that certain departments, maybe operations, maybe HR, haven't been looked in. And if they're not part of defining the problem, do you really think they'll be eager to implement this solution? That's where procurement steps in. Not to manage the change, but to enable it. You can ask, have we brought in the right stakeholders? Does this RFP reflect the real needs of the business? How will teams react to their project and to the consultants we're about to hire? And then you can design collaboration into the process. Let's co-create the RFP with internal clients. Let's turn the proposal evaluation session into a working session, not just a scorecard, but a real dialogue. Let's make sure the project starts with buy-in, not a post-award change management scramble. Because here's the truth. Even the best consulting team in the world can't save a project that's been launched without alignment. And procurement, we're often the first and sometimes the only function that sees the full picture across silos. So here's your quick takeaway. Procurement leaders don't need to be change managers, but we do need change fluency. We can be gatekeepers of alignment, collaboration, and ultimately, project success. So if you want to explore this more, check out our resources at consultingquest.com or just reach out to me directly at Hélène@consultingquest.com. More than happy to chat anytime about consulting and procurement. So thanks for tuning in. Until next time, stay sharp and so smart, and au revoir.